Have you ever started something new? A skill, a project, a habit, filled with enthusiasm? You work hard for a week, a month, but then nothing. You look back and feel like you're still in the same place. It's frustrating, isn't it? The voice inside your head whispers, "This isn't working. It's time to quit." Many people believe success belongs to the lucky ones, those who have an overnight breakthrough. But history tells a different story. Success belongs to the patient, those who can water their dreams every day, even when all they see is empty ground. Patience is the invisible power that turns silent work into a resounding victory. And today's story will show you why. It's about a young man who once believed he was a failure, a man who quit everything he started, until one wise master taught him a lesson with nothing more than a tiny seed and a barren patch of land. What happened 5 years later might change how you see your own efforts. In a small village, there was a young man named Kai. Kai was brilliant and full of ambition. He wanted to be a master artisan, famous for his talent. His imagination was limitless, but his perseverance was fragile. Whenever Kai started a project, a painting, a sculpture, he worked with a burning passion. But if it didn't look perfect after a few days, he grew frustrated. He would look at others' work and think he was moving too slowly, then abandon it for the next big idea. His workshop was filled with unfinished projects. At first, Kai thought this was harmless. He believed that with talent, success would come naturally. But slowly, reality caught up with him. His friends, who focused on just one skill, began to surpass him. Those who once praised Kai's speed now shook their heads in disappointment. Worst of all, his confidence began to crumble. He lay awake some nights wondering, "Why can't I ever finish anything? Maybe I just don't have what it takes." One afternoon, after throwing another half-finished painting into the corner, Kai sat with his head in his hands. An old artisan in the village named Master Lin, known for his patience and his timeless creations, noticed him. He approached Kai gently and asked, "Why do you sit here with such hurry in your mind and failure in your heart?" Kai replied with desperation, "Master, I try, but I see no progress. I work hard, but nothing changes. Maybe I'm useless." Master Lin listened quietly, then said, "Come to me tomorrow at the Eastern Hill. I will show you something important." Kai nodded, curious but doubtful. The next day, Kai arrived at the empty plot of land Master Lin had pointed to. The old master handed him a digging tool and a tiny, unremarkable seed. "This," he said, "is the seed of the Chinese moso bamboo. Plant it here." Kai did as he was told. "Now," Master Lin instructed, "you must return here every day to water it, weed it, and care for it." Kai raised an eyebrow. "That's it? For how long?" Master Lin smiled. "Until it grows." Kai sighed, confused but obedient. He promised to follow the instructions faithfully. The first year passed. Kai, skeptical but determined, watered the patch every single day. Nothing grew. The second year passed. Still, only bare soil. His friends began to mock him. "Hey Kai, are you growing invisible trees?" Kai went to Master Lin and said, "Master, it isn't working. The land is barren." The old man simply asked, "Did you water it today?" Kai sighed. "Yes." "Then keep watering," said Master Lin. A third year came and went. Then a fourth. Kai was nearly mad with frustration. He felt foolish, watering an empty patch of dirt every morning. He watched others in the village finish projects, earn money, and gain praise. Meanwhile, he had nothing to show but muddy hands and tired eyes. He was ready to quit 100 times. But every time he was about to give up, he remembered Master Lin's calm gaze. He kept watering. His persistence was no longer fueled by passion, but by quiet discipline. The habit became part of him, even when he no longer expected results. Then, one morning in the 5th year, it happened. Kai arrived and stared in disbelief. A tiny green shoot had broken through the hard soil. His heart raced as he ran to get Master Lin. When they returned, the shoot already seemed taller. And then, something unbelievable began. The bamboo grew with astonishing speed. In 6 short weeks, it shot up 30 meters into the air. It towered above them, strong and stable. Kai stood there, overwhelmed. How is this possible? Master Lin smiled, his eyes full of pride. Did it grow in 6 weeks or in 5 years? Kai looked at the tall bamboo, realizing the truth. For 5 years you saw nothing, said the master. But underground, the bamboo was doing the most important work. It was building a massive, complex root system, spreading wide and deep. It was building a foundation strong enough to support the height it was born to reach. If it had grown in the 1st year, it would have died in the first storm. It needed 5 years of roots to have 6 weeks of growth. Then Master Lin looked at Kai. Your problem was never a lack of talent. It was a lack of patience to build your roots. Kai bowed his head. For the first time, he truly understood. He thanked his teacher and walked away with quiet resolve. From that day, Kai returned to his workshop. He didn't start something new. He picked up one of his old, abandoned sculptures. Each day he worked on it, whispering to himself, I am building my roots. Over time, his focus deepened, and his art blossomed. Months later, he finished it. It was a masterpiece. His confidence returned, not as a fleeting spark, but as a deep, solid strength. Years later, Kai became a great master himself. When young, impatient students came to him, complaining of slow progress, Kai would smile. He would hand them a tiny seed and say, plant this. And remember, success does not come to the fastest. It comes to those who are willing to water the empty ground.